Welcome everyone to Nev Tarot. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to be doing a general read, quick read for the month. It's going to be a different kind of spread, looking at the main theme potentially that might be coming in, the best perspective or attitude to have, and possible recommendations of advice or action to take. I'll also pull a love card if the message seems to be related to that issue, or it is for you as the seeker, and also an advice card. They're going to be really quick messages for all the signs. I'm going to go by elements, and hopefully there's some messages here for you. Make sure to check out all the placements that are important to you: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, the ones you resonate with in your placement, and we'll see what comes out. Make sure to like and subscribe, and join us for our live streams. Okay, so this is going to be for earth signs. It's going to be earth for earth signs. So the spread works a little bit differently. For the first theme, I'll pull from the major arcana, second from court cards, and third from the minor arcana. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors are all earth signs watching this video. Please provide some guidance and insight. Just gonna keep shuffling. Feel the need to shuffle some more. Using the Light Seer's deck for the main pulls. Okay, so we're gonna start. So first will be Capricorn. This was going to be for Capricorn. I'm going to pull all of the signs first. So this is going to be for Taurus. Again, this is the main theme. First card. Your attitude, perception is the second card. Possible action or advice. Different kind of spread. It's quick to get, well, it doesn't have to be quick actually, but to get kind of interesting and clear messages from a different perspective. I think you'll like it. If you've never seen it before, make sure to watch and see what happens. Okay, so we have it for the three. Taurus, and for Virgo. Okay, so I'm just gonna tune into the energies for a second. Let's see. Okay, so I tuned into the energies here. So for Capricorn, the main theme in the upcoming month is about release. We see Pluto energy here, coming to terms with something, reassessing something, reevaluating something, realizing something for your higher good. It might be something a long time coming, or it might be something that you've made a decision about, you know, that might not have been a long-term issue, but it's a decision of certain magnitude. The advice Spirit has for you in terms of dealing with this going forward is to embrace your side of action, your ability to plan out tangible actions, actionable items, approach it with we have Aries Pisces energy here with the Queen of Wands, with with gusto, with bravery, with spontaneity, but at the same time with initiation, kind of like that starting energy, and that's also supported by so that's the attitude you should have, and that's supported by the kind of action that Spirit advises you to take, which is be open to things coming towards you, and also be open to the give and take involved with things of value or asset, maybe exchanging ideas, exchanging creativity, or even if it's something material like buying a house, buying a car, moving, these types of things. If it comes to a person, this could also be about going in with all your strength and transformational power, and all the confidence you have towards a new commitment or towards a new beginning, whether that be a release or a renewed sense of energy. Okay, and so I'm going to pull a love oracle as well for each of the signs, in case we interpret it that way. Okay, so I'll do that. Okay, so finishing up for Capricorn. Okay, so for Capricorn, if you feel that this message is pertaining to someone or an interpersonal relationship, it doesn't have to be romantic, but it could be the attitude and advice Spirit is giving you is to express your emotions. Don't hold them in. Again, have that leadership type energy in moving forward. Express your love if you feel like you want to make the gestures you need to make. Reach out. Don't feel the need to have things to be perfect, but just make sure you've communicated the things you want to communicate, and don't feel, so you never feel a sense of regret. That might be a good way to assess it. Don't let your inhibitions hold you back. Okay, so for moving on to Taurus. So Taurus, the main theme for this coming period is about balance. It's about making things right, or things being made right for you. Justice, you could be dealing with a Libra, you don't have to be. About finding a sense of perspective again in your life. If you feel like you've maybe been meandering, or potentially you've had a lot of options in front of you, and kind of starting to narrow in and focus your energy in a way that uses your head, but also your sense of principle, and your sense of idealism. Also balancing your sensitive and your strong sides. So these could be themes that come up in this time period. And if it's dealing with a person, it could be about finding balance within a relationship, with another person, again, interpersonal relationship and work, or personal in your private life. Also being able to see things from all sides and make fair adjudications about the situation. The attitude and perspective with which Spirit recommends or advises that you could tackle any such theme kind of that comes up is kind of in your Taurus-able energy, slowly but surely, being careful, but making sure to make those moves even if they're incremental, and keep going. Make sure you have something to show for what you're doing. Knight of Pentacles, a Taurus Gemini energy. Steadfast in that place where you feel comfortable, and appreciate your gains, even if they're small gains. Make sure to acknowledge or reward yourself for them. Have that perspective that everything you're doing is making a difference, not to be feel down if you're not getting the big results you want right away. In terms of potential action or advice in regards to this kind of theme of trying to balance things out, or righting these wrongs, and taking this kind of slow methodological approach, We have coming together, consensus, which kind of fits with this idea of balance and seeing things from the other's perspective. Using softer, or not softer, using kinder techniques, using techniques and strategies and approaches of wanting to bring people together as opposed to looking for differences. Look to the things that combine us and make us more similar than dissimilar. Also celebrate again your small achievements, and be willing to grow, be willing to take that one achievement and make it continue to move onwards with it. In terms of if you feel like this message is for a person, again, whether it's balancing a situation, finding a better balance between you and your person, if things have felt off in terms of communication or give and take or however it may be, kind of take the action yourself a little bit, but carefully and cautiously in a way that you're comfortable with, towards a reconnection. If you felt like maybe you've fallen out with a friend, or you feel like you're going through a tough time in a personal relationship, be open to or participate or take a lead in reconnecting. And if someone else takes a lead, be receptive to it. In terms specifically, again, if it is a person, with the Love Oracle, remember that if this is a person, no matter how many doubts or you might be having, or where you sometimes feel like you're not sure or losing faith, there is a fundamental connection here between the two of you. You feel it, and don't question your intuition. It's really there. Universe and spirit are telling you that it's there, and it goes both ways. Even if the person on the other side, even if you felt disconnected or you've been maybe a little bit more too logical in your head, or they have, or a little too grounded, just remember that there is like magic in this connection, and maybe celebrate that magic a little bit more. Okay, for Taurus. Remember, you can check all your placements, especially when it comes to other people. Sun and Moon, Venus. If you're a long-term connection, Jupiter. Okay, so moving on to Virgo. So this is the Earth signs. We'll move on to the other signs. So for Virgo, the main theme that is might come up for you this month is about creation, Mercury energy. Having all the tools in your toolbox, seeing things synergize and connect in ways that like you expected, but you're still kind of impressed by your own abilities for, like, you knew you could do it, but you're still kind of like, damn, I did it, that kind of thing. Focus, putting your focus into stuff, paying attention to the details, but at the same time looking at the bigger picture. Don't get lost in the details. The attitude or perspective Spirit is advising you to take is your own energy, the Queen of Pentacles, Libra, Virgo energy. Be grounded, know your worth, the security and stability you have, even though you're creating and you might be in this energy. Sometimes, creation itself can feel like a little bit intense, sometimes chaotic, or sometimes like you don't know which way it's going, but rein that all in, Virgos. You can do that with your attention to detail. Keep that perspective in mind. Know that you've got this. In terms of the actions that Spirit or advice it's giving you on this matter is, again, try to be passionate about what you're doing. Move forward with a love for what you want, and let that fire burn in you, in your heart, in your mind, in how that comes out with your hands, in terms of if you're creating something. Don't be afraid of the intensity if there is something like that, because you're naturally measured. You're going to have a measured approach, so don't be afraid to try to harness all this kind of potential, in terms of the spark with which you can move forward in your kind of creative magician type energy. The communication might be important here as well with Mercury. If this is a person or an interpersonal relationship, it could be speaking to taking a shot at something that you haven't yet before, knowing that you're worth it, you can do it, take your shot. Or it could be about fixing something that you also know you can fix. Have confidence in yourself. You have the tools and you can construct it. You can bring it into reality. Don't feel bound by the perceived sense of walls around you, by your own boundaries. You're in control. You can dictate what happens. You don't have to feel like you're reacting to the situation around you. Take the lead and set the course you want. Okay, so that's for Virgo. So those are the quick messages we have for the earth signs. I'm going to repeat this in a separate video for the other elements by sign. So hopefully there was something here that resonated. Make sure to check out your other signs. Again, these are just kind of quick sparking type messages where you might realize that something, there's a small token of information there that was meant for you to hear. Okay, so thanks for joining me. This is for the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I'm going to move on to the other elements, so check out your placements in those as well. And as well, if you're interested in a particular person in your life, you can check out their signs and placements as well. Okay, thanks for joining me. Make sure to subscribe and like, and comment if you would like to, and hope to see you again soon. Okay, bye.